From 2019 to 2024, a disturbing trend emerged. Across the United States, unfolding quietly behind closed doors. Data from numerous sources, including law enforcement agencies and public health organizations, began to paint a grim picture. Domestic homicides, the most extreme form of family or partner violence, saw a significant and shocking increase. Some reports indicated these tragic deaths more than doubled in certain areas, forcing a national and even global conversation. We must confront a difficult but essential question. What forces led to such a devastating rise in lethal violence within our homes? Two primary theories have surfaced to explain this alarming spike. The first, the COVID-19 pandemic and unprecedented lockdowns. The first major theory centers on the unique and intense pressures created by the pandemic. In early 2020, governments imposed lockdowns and stay-at-home orders. Intended to protect public health, these measures had severe unintended consequences for those in abusive homes. For many, home was already the most dangerous place. Lockdowns trapped victims with abusers, removing safety pockets at work, at school, or with friends and family. Constant proximity increased opportunities for conflict and control, turning tense situations potentially lethal. Beyond confinement, vital social lifelines frayed. Friends, extended family and neighbors were no longer present. Support networks for emotional and practical help were cut off. Services were overwhelmed. Shelters reduced capacity. Many had nowhere to go. Police and emergency response slowed. Experts called it a perfect storm for violence to escalate. Economic fallout, job loss, income cuts added dangerous stress, a known accelerator of family conflict. The second theory looks beyond the pandemic to long-term social transformations. More women pursuing education, careers, and financial independence. Empowerment is positive, greater autonomy and freedom to leave abuse. Yet power shifts can trigger volatile backlash from abusers reliant on control. A partner's growing independence may be perceived as a threat. When an abuser senses their grip slipping, they may escalate. Separation assault is well documented. The most dangerous time is when a victim tries to leave. Independence can be misread as betrayal. Abuse can escalate, from emotional or physical to lethal violence. Now, combine this with lockdowns. Jobs lost, support systems monitored or inaccessible. Carefully built escape plans collapsed. The pandemic amplified these risks. A positive long-term trend intersected a short-term flashpoint. Fuel added in confinement. One of the most significant factors is the presence of firearms. A gun dramatically increases the risk of homicide and domestic violence. Some studies estimate twice the likelihood of a lethal outcome. The pandemic saw record-breaking gun sales amid uncertainty. More homes with firearms meant more lethal tools in volatile moments. Economic devastation accelerated risk. Financial dependence traps victims, blocking exit routes. Lost jobs stripped away independence needed to leave. Third-party observers vanished. Private calls to seek help became risky or impossible. New text and chat options helped, but weren't always accessible or known. A climate of fear and loss eroded coping and self-control. The UN warned of a shadow pandemic of domestic violence. In the US, the Council on Criminal Justice noted an 8% rise in incidents after lockdowns. Thousands of lives thrust into chaos. When discussing domestic homicide, we must avoid blaming victims. Language matters immensely. Suggesting independence causes violence is a dangerous trap. Freedom and safety are rights, not provocations. The cause of violence is the abuser's choice to inflict harm. No single factor explains the rise. It's a complex interplay. Pandemic, social change, hardship, and firearms converged. Data improved during this period, which can affect counts. But consensus points to a genuine and tragic surge in severity and lethality. Address firearms in high-risk situations. Extreme risk protection orders. Safe storage, closing loopholes. Restricting abuser access reduces immediate lethal threat. Fund shelters and hotlines as essential, even in crises. Invest in secure hotlines, online chat, and text support. Strengthen safety nets, unemployment, housing, childcare. Economic independence enables safe exits. Train law enforcement, courts, and healthcare to recognize and respond early. Teach healthy relationships and conflict resolution. Speak openly. Condemn abusers. Stand with survivors. The rise in domestic homicides was driven by identifiable forces acting together. Lockdowns, isolation, strain, disrupted support, amplified by firearms, pushed risks to a breaking point. Lessons must guide action. Resilient safety nets, funded services, sensible gun safety, trained responders. Champion independence and equality while protecting those facing backlash. Thank you for watching. If this was helpful, please like and subscribe. Share to raise awareness. And look out for one another.